My favourite
Doesn't surprise me.
bean is Mister.
All right,
What do you-
I got one. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it.
Great, we need
You ready?
that.
You ready?
Yep.
Stevie, you ready?
I thought that deserved more.
I wasn't listening.
My favourite bean is Mister.
Yeah, it's good.
See?
I like faba. I like kidney beans. Hello, patrons. Good to see you again. Welcome to this very special bonus patch.
you again.
Don't criticize me when I'm doing the intro. Let's do it after the show.
Oh, sorry. Have we started?
Now, my sneakers are in disrepair and they're falling apart and there's holes coming in. I love my sneakers. I think they've been
Jesus.
Oh,
great.
what do you reckon about Josh saying sneakers?
I don't know.
Shh. I'm sneaking.
Oh.
Anyway,
They're in
Just
disrepute.
call them runners.
Disrepair,
okay, my
disrepute.
runners.
Yeah.
Okay, my runners then. Anyway, they're my daily drivers. And so getting around them, starting the holes, and I need to get some new sneakers for my daily drive.
And this is your way of asking me to take you to the New Balance
Thank
factory
you
outlet
so
again.
much. I actually am going back there because
Are
I
you?
love it.
Wait.
They're so good.
Oh, can you do like a little date and take photos and put them on the patch
Oh, yeah,
socials?
Yep.
No.
I can do it by myself. Anyway, my question is, when I go there, I'm looking for a particular kind of shoe that's a bit nondescript, not too flashy.
Yeah.
And I see some people around with these bright orange ones, these bright blue ones, super bright ones. When would you ever, Christian, buy really brightly colored runners?
Once in my life, I've had this very, very same thought go through my mind before, and it was when I bought futsal shoes. So indoor soccer shoes. I felt like it was the only time in my
Something
life
showy about that, right?
that I could wear something with a color.
Fair bit of pressure if you're playing futsal and you're wearing coloured boots, though. Because
Yeah.
there's an expectation that if you're cocky enough to do that,
Especially the gold ones.
you're going
Dion.
to kick a few goals.
I'm flashy.
Oh, but you were quite good at futsal,
I'm
though.
flashy.
So the shoe fit, as it were. Thank you. That's great.
But I think
Hey, give us a chance to laugh.
I also think it's interesting. I also think it's interesting, Josh, that you're running runners. Oh, now I see what we call sneakers. Running sneakers into the
Wait,
ground
they're not
like
running
that.
sneakers though. They're either runners or
No,
sneakers.
you're running
You're
sneakers into the ground. But why have you? And what's is that them there in the studio? Okay,
Oh.
if you're on YouTube, you can have a look
hang
at
on,
these.
hang on.
I'll
I'll go to the wide. I'll go to the wide.
Go to my
Wait.
shot. Go to my shot.
Oh, your
Go to
shot.
my
okay.
shot. Yeah, they're just starting to go. They're kind of fabricy and they're just going in various
Josh,
spots.
they're such Josh shoes.
I really like them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's probably makes sense then, Christian.
but yeah, I realize I don't. The netball shoes I used to buy, sometimes you're kind of forced to be like, well, these are the ones I like the best.
Yes.
And they're mainly like that sort of silver and white and that sort of shiny silver
Yes.
with like little colored streaks. But when I see I'm like, I'm never gonna do that. Would you
Yeah.
ever buy them for regular shoes?
I don't think so. I would have done it when I was younger, but now I don't really need to make. That's not the kind of statement that I would want to make with clothes. I don't think.
That's interesting. What statement do you think you make?
I don't know what statement I think I'm much more into practicality, and it's quite interesting having come back from overseas, traveling for 6 months. I'm very much still wearing the clothes that I wore in my
Right.
backpack. I'm still wearing these linen shirts. Heaps.
Well, they're probably your
Wow.
favorites, right?
They're my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
You
were my
brought your favorites over, or did you
Bought my
buy
fa-
some there?
No, bought them over and wore them. And
Wow, God, we
yeah.
could honestly, I could get rid
Get
of
rid of
90%
everything.
of my wardrobe. I wear the same things all the
Oh,
time.
do you?
All the time.
Why don't you get rid of the stuff in your wardrobe then?
That is what my partner says every single time I open my wardrobe. There's so many legacy items that I hold for sentimental value.
What should be the test if you haven't worn it in
But it
the
can't be
season?
that.
12
Season.
months,
A
right?
season.
Season.
It
Stays
can't
on.
be that though, because I look at my jumpers and I'm like, that one's funny. That one feels
Jumpers
comfortable.
make sense to keep
I've got like 20.
Why? Why is a jumper different?
because I feel like a jumper is the thing in your wardrobe that has the most personality.
Yeah, but if you've got a nice
Interesting.
new hoodie and you're like, God, this is so comfortable. Why would I wear that old one?
Yeah.
What about party shirts? Because party shirts you
party-
never
yeah.
think to get rid of because, they're party shirts.
Yeah, when
but
you're
then
40.
after a while you look and you're like, I've got 8 party shirts.
Wait,
I don't go to that many parties anymore.
yeah, how many do you need? How many? You need probably 2.
Yeah, but with a party shirt, you don't want someone to be like, oh, that's that party shirt that Josh always
Yes.
wears.
That's
Yes.
why you need 2. Why you think you need 8?
No, you need more so you can kind of rotate.
Yes.
But no
agreed.
one's looking at anything nowadays.
No, but I think you'd be surprised.
Really?
I think
Everyone's
the
looking at
3
everything nowadays.
No, some people are looking at everything and some aren't looking at anything. But I think the 3 of us wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to say what either of you
Yep.
wore in the last recording.
Yeah.
Nah.
But there would be people who'd be like, "Oh, of course you wore that thing."
How would you feel if someone thought the way you dressed was boring? Someone said that to me once, like 15 years ago, and they were like, "Dion,
And of course you've remembered that. That's what sucks about
yeah,
this stuff, right?
yeah, totally." And they said to
That
me,
stuff
they were like,
sticks
"So
with you.
Dion, you tend to wear sort of more basic, like neutral kind of stuff."
Well, that's not boring though.
Well, they thought it was boring, but like, what do you like? Do you care what other people think about how you dress?
I don't think so anymore. I think
Yes.
once
You
upon a
reckon?
time I probably would have. I think I care more like how do I feel in the clothes? That's what I care about.
That's the problem.
Does that make
though,
me
Josh.
feel good?
That's the problem. That's why you dress the way you dress.
Why?
No, I just explained it.
Do you
All
care
right.
about Christian? No, actually, I want to dig a bit deeper there. I think you're having a jab at Josh, and this
It
is
wa-
this is the patch. This is the
that-
bonus
that-
patch,
that
and,
was
and
the-
I think we use this to defend Josh.
That was the comedy component of the podcast.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now bring the serious
Josh's
side.
wardrobe. Yeah, that's a real comedy.
Christian, do you care about how other people
Yeah,
look at you?
but I think the three of us do. Otherwise, we would dress in comfortable, like the most comfortable clothes we own. To a certain degree, when you pick what you're wearing, you're like, okay, well, this is kind of accepted for that context. Josh, you have a t-shirt and some jeans on.
Yep.
Why didn't you wear tracksuit pants?
Well, it's more the t-shirt's an interesting one. That's got an interesting story, that t-shirt.
Wait a second. Wait a
Guaxford
second.
University.
There's now 2 questions in the queue.
I know, they're cute, and Josh
They're
will cue them
cute.
up. Yeah.
You'll-
Dion, your question is third in the queue. Because I was out doing some shopping and stuff and went to a psych appointment. So I was like, got to wear
Right.
the jeans going out of the house. I can't handle wearing sweatpants out of the house. Like
Yeah.
tracky dacks.
Right.
No good.
Why though?
There you go.
Too much wind. Pockets suck for
Too
keeping my
much
phone
wind?
What about the perception of wearing tracky dacks outside?
in. It's that I think largely it is the security of the phone and keys.
You're letting him off with too much wind.
Hang on. I've got 5 questions queued.
I think it's largely, honestly, the security of phone and keys
I knew.
in the pockets. I think that's the biggest thing. I
Yeah.
want pants that I go, yep. Even like light linen kind of pants. I will when I'm overseas or whatever. I'm like,
You
around the house
hate
is
pants
great.
where the phone can fall out of the pocket.
Oh, so
It's
security.
terrifying.
Are you talking
Hate
about
it.
security where like someone might
No,
pickpocket you?
I mean literally like,
It falling
do I
out.
feel that this is not going to fall out of my pocket?
Jeez, I'd love to be able to like add pockets to clothes or deepen pockets or hem pockets.
Well, that's why I think as you get older, you're more attracted to a cargo pant.
Interesting.
practical.
Lots of pockets. I honestly, I walked through. I'm not a tradesman, but I walked through Bunnings the other day.
So can you just
past-
confirm you're not a tradesman for us again? Are you a tradesman?
no.
Patch GPT. Are you a tradesman or will you ever be a tradesman?
A keep cup. is,
Oh, sorry, new chat.
I walked past the tradie clothes, so the hard yakka wear, the steel-toed boots. I love those those pants. They're so practical.
I think
There's so many pockets.
We know what Christian wants a fucking ute. He wants like
Yep.
cargo pants. He wants steel like we.
Yep.
Patch GPT. Do you want a ute?
Yeah, I'd love a ute.
But you're taking a trajectory
I
in your
don't
life.
do that though. I don't buy those things.
No, but
There's
you
a
want
difference-
to buy those things.
But there's a difference between desire and actual realization.
Do you desire tradies?
Yeah, I think I'm. So, can I give you an example?
He does. He answered yes.
No,
really
but I do
earnestly.
because I think this is something we've discussed before, though.
Do you
I
desire
really
tradies?
admire people who
Yeah.
have a skill, like
Tangible,
a tangible
physical.
skill. So there was a guy that we were at Golden Plains with, Adrian, and he's the best dude, right?
Yep.
And then he tells me that he's an electrician as well, and we were talking about like because when you're at Golden Plains, everyone's holding up these things that they call doof sticks, right? It's a way of like telling your friends who are really far away where you are. It's maybe like a light on top of a really long stick. Anyway, we were trying to think of new doof sticks to create, and his idea was to have a animatronic hand that could like fashion different symbols with the hand. And I said to him, would you know where to start building
Great.
that? And he's like, yeah, I could probably tell you where to start.
Great.
And that for me is like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly how to build an animatronic hand. I want to come up with an
And it's
idea.
something you've never done before. That's
never
the
done
thing.
before, and have an idea of how to do
But
it.
what can you do?
Me?
Yeah.
This
You
is a
could manage.
problem.
You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
manage the team making the hand.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
and
You
I
keep them on task.
I'm good at that.
No, but
Yeah.
there'd be some people that'd be jealous of your skill set, not even in work sense. There'd be just some people that are jealous that you can get in front of a large audience and
Sure.
talk to them.
Oh, so you're saying this is a hard skill?
No. Yes.
It
Are
is.
you talking about a work Zoom meeting?
Just like no.
Well,
What?
we're not. No. I
We're
think he's
definitely
trying
three
to
of us are definitely not talking about the same thing.
I think Dion's trying to say that even this is
Yes.
a skill that we
Yes.
don't prize.
yes.
yes.
So this is our trade.
Yes.
We-
And that's why I'm
it
wearing
turns
Are we
out
back? Are we aligned?
We are tradesmen in the end.
Oh, that's nice. Patron, we are tradespeople.
Just to jump quickly back to the idea of people assessing your clothing and whatnot, I got assessed and ribbed a bit at Golden Plains because I brought Rivets, which are the cheap Aldi beers, about $34 a slab,
Unfair.
and
think
it was
really unfair.
interesting.
How bad are they?
They're really
Surely
nice
they're
beers.
not.
They're
Surely they're
fantastic.
better than
They're just
VB and Draft.
They're nice beers, and I'm like, and I was like, to save $30, I'll happily have these.
$34 a
Yeah,
case.
it's really cheap.
Fantastic.
Anyway, and so, but it was really interesting because I was like, oh, I don't care at all. Like, it did not bother me. It was a really nice feeling of like, I was like, yeah, because they're cheap. And I'm just drinking beers around here. I'm not here to, like, it was perfectly fine.
I think after you give that explanation, I think the person who made the comment goes, I'm such a piece of shit.
yeah.
In their mind, they're
I
like,
reckon.
I'm such a piece of shit. I don't care about the beers either. Why did I say that?
The funniest thing that my girlfriend said, because I was camping with her friends this year, she was like, the funny thing about that is the only reason she knows Rivets is because all of them used to buy them in their 20s. But now they're a bit older, they got a bit of money. They're like, oh, we don't have to buy that anymore.
Why
Whereas
would you?
I'm like,
Why would you leave the Rivets? They're just a
buy
nice.
the nice
stuff.
boutique beers, you get the boutique beers.
Just had a quick Google. Rivets are brewed by one of Australia's leading brewmasters
They're great.
in Vietnam.
Ah.
How weird
Wait,
is that?
Is he going to Vietnam?
He?
the
brewmaster.
brewmaster.
I am
Or
the
she.
brewmaster.
No, it's going to be a he. No, that's a joke. I've got no idea. God, they look shit.
They're
the
fine.
Rivets
The
are good.
labels are shocking.
Anyway,
Fuck you for drinking them.
The point being, it was nice and refreshing to be of an age now where
Yeah.
it did not phase me at all.
That's
I
a good
was not
point.
bothered.
That's actually a really good point. And I retract my statement about do I care about what people think
Yep.
about what I wear because I think I did, and now I don't.
Yeah, and while you retract that statement, I'll push my statement forward to say that this is one of the worst looking beers I've ever seen, and I hate Josh for it.
Thanks, patron.
Anything else in the queue?
No, that's it.
Thank you so much, patrons. As always, as we explained in the main patch, we've been begging people to become patrons. If you have become a patron because of that call out, welcome.
Yeah, and become another patron at patreon.com/. Oh, and if you're not a patron and you're listening to this podcast, Philip, delete the feed. Philip Radlansky, delete the feed.
And just as well, a big thank you to all our existing patrons who've been with us for a long time.
Yeah.
You have kept those losses to only 1,500.
Only
It
1500.
is.
Well
That's
done.
huge. That's so good.
Very nice of them.
Thank you.
Rivet has on Untapped a average rating of 2.45 from
doing that?
550 ratings.
out of what?
I just
won
added one.
awards.
I just added one star for design. But that is maybe they were laughing at how shit it is.
No, they're nice. They're a good lager.
Okay.
Good solid lager.
Okay. Hey, patrons, have a fucking great day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're gorgeous, aren't you? Look at you.
Thanks, patrons.
Thanks, patrons. Love you heaps.
Go get a rivet.
Rivets are on me.
Rivet.